At the beginning of the meeting, we were told that the school's trust owned the property.
Yes.
So you have no say, really, nobody here has any say except the school trust, which is an unelected body, just appointed by whomever.
Yeah.
Where's the democracy in this?
Just to sense we're enforced down on us from national government.
Can you change what they do?
No.
So
can you not submit an actual code?
Well, I can't change what 1,000 trusts can do. I can only work.
So what are you going to take back from this meeting to the trustees?
Right. I've listened very carefully and I've made a note of the point. You're absolutely right. The decision from the trust, or the responsibility of the trust, is disposal of the land. Now, when I say land, the site, land and buildings, let's be quite clear about the terminology, okay? We're talking about two sites. We're concentrating on the Durham Road one now, so let's just concentrate on that one. We have a responsibility as a trust, and we are not just the school, we are actually business people from the community. The governors are on the trust as well, a selection of the governors, not all of them. We appoint some foundation governors, it works together. We are not the school, we are aside from the school, but we contribute to the school and to the education of the students. Yes, we stand alone as a limited company. We can't do what we wish. We can't just dispose of this in any way, shape or form. We have to get the best possible value, and we have to take into account market value and all of these things. Now, listening to this, I can hear a lot of sentiment, and let's be honest, and I mean, he knows this, I'm a historian. I'm the one who wrote the 100-year history based on the memories that I collected from members of the community in the first month that I was hired. I'm the one that set up the 100 years commemoration school. I care about that school. And if I thought for one moment that that school was fit for purpose for children's education or anything else, I would not have given it up as to the grade school. And you and other county councillors know that. I feel quite passionately about education. And I'm pleased to hear that Whitworth Park is doing well, because it was a very, very difficult journey. And it's not over, and it's not finished. We've got to bear that in mind. We still need money. So coming back to your question, which is a fair point. Durham County Council are acting as our agents. Yes, they give us advice, but yes, they take independent advice. A gentleman over here has said he's spoken to 3 people who would be interested. If you mind at all, if I could have the names of those, because what I would propose to do is to say, right, we have some starting points, or even as the type of companies that you're talking about, because the marketing advice that we have is that without these buildings, it is better to market it, if that makes sense. It is more marketable without the buildings. Now, if you're suggesting that we keep the frontage of the building, and I probably know better than any of you exactly how difficult it is for any developer to actually develop it, because it's not like it's a building on 3 different levels. It's got 6-metre high windows. You can't just, put suspended ceilings in and so you have to go to the side. But I'm not a developer, so therefore, what you're suggesting is we go back to the drawing board and we look at this. But I have to tell you that the trust, at this moment in time, have advice, not just from Durham County Council, but from elsewhere, of the marketability of the site. Now, if you're suggesting, which I completely agree, that we look at this in a different way, we have to do it very fast, then we could do that. I can't honestly promise you it's going to make any difference at all, because we have to come back to business reasons. We can't use sentiment, regardless of how we feel. And we have to come back.
Right, okay. There's several people.
You asked where we would go from here, and that would be my suggestion. If we could have that information or other suggestions, if anybody wants to speak to me about it, and we will have a very quick, and we can turn it around so that you take independent advice, which I don't mind doing at all.
Okay.
It costs us, and it's, again, public money, but if it's going to help, we'll do it.
Okay, proceed. Right, I'm conscious of the time. There's one person who hasn't spoken tonight. I'll let them close, and then I'm going to wind the meeting up. I appreciate you've spoken several times, and unless it's a brand new point. No, like I said at the time of when we were doing the George Gently, we did explore the possibility of using it for a number of things, but in the end, the building just couldn't do it. So,
Can I ask, does the school and the land still belong to the trust, or has it been handed over to the council?
Belongs to the trust.
I was told by a trust member that it had been handed over.
No.
Still belongs to the trust. Can I thank you all very much for coming along tonight? I appreciate the time that you've...
May I ask the people just to give a review of confidence in our three representatives here this evening?
Can I ask that you don't? And can I thank you all very much for coming along tonight? We appreciate the time that you've taken to it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks.